Hey folks, Maverick Indicators here. What's going on? Happy weekend. Man, the market being closed for 3 days in a row. So I figured I'd take this time, and yesterday I put out a video when we were looking at the opening range breakout and how the Maverick AI Pro could totally help you crush the opening range breakout pretty much most days. It came through. I think we won pretty much every single day. The week before we won every single day. You can go back to our channel and check it out. Awesome, like super, super awesome. Really, really fun. So today what I want to do is I want to take another opportunity to highlight another one of our indicators that comes in the Ultimate Edge bundle, which is the Maverick Signals. And you will pretty much always see this on my charts. It just gives me so much confidence. And I just love when I see a buy or a sell signal. Now, I never just take a buy or sell signal, but I just absolutely love it. All right, let's talk about the rules today because we're going to look to make $1,500 per day, Monday through Thursday, because remember the market was closed on Friday, Good Friday. So the market's closed for 3 days. So we're going to be trading ES just like we did in the example yesterday. It's just a good, a lot of you guys trade ES. We're going to be on the 5-minute chart. Sorry, I just hit my clicker one too many times, but that's okay. We're going to be on the 5-minute chart. We're going to take the first strongest Maverick AI Pro candle within 3 candles of the signal. So we're going to wait for a Maverick signals, whether it's a buy signal or a sell signal. And then we're going to, so that's our first filter. We wait for a buy or a sell signal. And then we're going to judge our Maverick AI Pro candle. And we want the strongest one to the upside or the strongest one to the downside. And let me show you what I mean here. So essentially, let's say we get here, let me type it in here. Let's say we get a buy signal here, okay? We are going to, and it would work out right here. We take the trade right away because we have bright green candles. Bright green candles are your strongest upside candle. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. Not to price and direction. So think of this as looking underneath the hood. All these bright green candles have very rich buying data per our proprietary formula, okay? Hot pink is your strongest downside candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Look at this thing. Red is your second strongest downside candle. Hot pink is your strongest downside candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside candle. So we're going to wait until we get a bright green candle. We're going to wait for a signal. Then we're going to wait for either a bright green candle or a hot pink candle. And the only candles we're going to skip is see these, I would consider these flat candles. These are doji candles. I know people call them hammer candles and all, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. You can impress yourself with what you call candles. I call them flat candles, doji candles, hammer candles, whatever it is, they're going sideways. I don't want anything to do with these, okay? So we're going to take the first bright green candle or hot pink candle in the direction of the signal. What do I mean by that? See this candle? This candle actually was a down candle, but it had bright green data, had very rich upside data. This is the edge of the Maverick AI Pro. When this candle was coming down, the whole world was jumping out. You stayed in because you had bright green candles the whole time and you knew that this isn't a true retracement. And look at this sucker. It just kept coming up. Okay, so especially even the sideways action, you had bright green candles, which is your richest upside data. So red candle, red candle. No, not for you. This was a bright green candle and a bright green candle, and you knew there was still rich information to the upside. Okay, so that is what I mean about price and direction. And I'll explain it as we go through, but imagine having edge like this. Imagine having your candles be like a heat map of the data underneath the hood. Look how insane this is. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. It's unbelievable. Gray candles are indecision or reversal, okay? All right, so that's what I mean by that. All right, so once we get a signal, we have to see that qualifying candle within 3 candles, and it has to be in the direction of the signal, of course. And my charts, by the way, are always Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to look to make $1,500 per day. We're going to risk 1,500, which again is a terrible risk to reward. It's not a recipe for long-term profitability because 1 or 2 days can completely wipe you out. But that is the confidence we have in these indicators. All right. So let's jump in. Let's take a look at Monday and let's look to make $1,500 per day. And I'll explain things as we go along. All right, folks, let's look at Monday here. All right, here we go. And remember, we are waiting for a buy or a sell signal. And for us to take the trade, we either need bright green candles or we need hot pink candles, which is your strongest downside data candle. And it needs to be in the direction of the signal. And I'll tell you, if we see an example of what I'm telling you about, I'll show you. All right, so here we go. We're starting off. Boom, boom, boom. Market's opening. Gray reversal candles to red, your second strongest downside candle. All right, hot pink candle right there. But we got to wait for a buy or a sell signal. Obviously, we probably get a sell signal if we were in pink candles. All right. Oh, it didn't close with the sell signal. Our indicators do not repaint. How the candle closes is how it is. Okay, so there's your sell signal. We're moving in the proper direction. So we're going to take a sell. And remember, we're looking to make $1,500 per day. 1,500. And we are going to risk 1,500 per day. Or per trade, I guess I should say. All right, and we got to hit this green line before we hit this orange line. That is the name of the game. So there we go. So hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. This is telling us we have a ton of rich data to the downside. Sell signal. Price is below the blue line. We love that. Okay. Ooh, you came really down here on this wick. We're going candle by candle here. Boom. There you go. Just smashed it. That's all. It looks like it wants to go way further. There's your $1,500, you guys. So Monday is a win. First signal, and with our hottest directional downside candle, hot pink from the Maverick AI Pro. This is edge, folks. By the way, the bears have been in control all the way since back here, this red background. But I can save that for another video, just part of the Maverick AI Pro indicator. All right, so now let's look at Tuesday. All right, let's take a look at Tuesday. Here we go. We're going to wait for a buy or a sell signal. Wow, look at this. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Look at this, bright green data all the way back here. And this thing just popped. Oh my God, and still going. Man, even if you got it from here, 466. It's a $30 move in 15 minutes. That's crazy money right there. That is just crazy money. Oh my gosh. But we got no buy signal, and that's part of this kind of exercise here, so I can't take that trade. I would have been in this trade all day long. I feel like we took that trade. I don't know why. Did we take an opening range breakout on that trade? I don't know. We took so many trades this week. I don't even remember. All right, so now we're starting to come down. Here's the colors of the rainbow. Brightest upside data candle is green. Now you're having gray reversal. Now you're having red, your second strongest downside candle, but we still haven't gotten a buy or a sell signal. Buy or sell signal. Okay, so here's your buy signal. Here we go. Here's your buy signal, but it's on a gray candle. We do not trade gray candles. Okay, we do not trade gray candles. So we now, within the next couple of candles here, need a bright green candle in the direction of this signal, and it can't be a doji or a hammer candle or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so here's a great example of it. I would call this a doji candle. Some of you guys would call it a. I don't care. I don't care what you call it. You can feel as smart as you want. We're looking to be profitable here. So I just call these like flat tops. They're just sideways. They're just like, this tells me nothing. Yeah, it pushed right up and you got a wick, but it's like there is obviously something stopping it there. And it could have been coincidence with time or whatever, but there you go. Boom. Now this is invalidated for me. This is invalidated for me. Look, another one. This is figuring itself out. There's still rich upside data kind of being not, but it's got to shake itself out of the market. Okay, so we're not taking that one. We are not taking that one. Okay, ooh, I saw a little bit of pink in there, but we would need a sell signal to even entertain that. Okay, here's a buy signal. We got a buy signal. Man, the market really does want to come up. This is very interesting. And sorry if I'm not going through all the nuances of the Maverick AI Pro. You learn that when we give you the indicator. I'm more focused on the signals here. So I would consider this kind of like a flat top kind of guy. All right, this I would not. So this is within, 2 candles or whatever we're calling it. So I will buy this. Take profit is 1,500. Although it doesn't look like the strongest, like it wicked all the way down, but that's okay. The rules are the rules, right? Here we go, 1,500. Okay. All right, so you know the rules. It's got to hit this green line before it hits this orange line. Oh my God, if we lose this trade, I'm going to be so mad. We're at 1462 within 1 candle. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. Sorry, I did not mean to move that. It's back. I didn't mess with it. But man, 1462 on the first candle. If this thing comes screaming down, I'm going to be so mad. Okay, there we go. We tapped it. All right, folks, there we go. How do I pull this up? Why won't it pull up? There it is. There's your 1,500 bucks. Okay. All right. So there's your 1,500 bucks. So we won Monday. We won Tuesday. Let's look at Wednesday. All right. Here's Wednesday. Let's see here. Where am I? Market open. I still have 2 more candles. Okay. So here's your market open right here. Yep. So there's your market open. Gray candles, reversal candles, lots of up confidence arrows. Pretty cool. But again, we're waiting for... Oh, you had it for a second, but it didn't close with the buy signal. This is why I like to stay out of gray candles and right when the market opens. Gray candles, we stay out of gray candles. Okay, so we got a buy signal, but I'm not taking it yet if I end up taking this because it went down. This is a down candle. This is a down candle. Do we have a bright green candle? Yes, it's our strongest Maverick AI Pro candle. The data is very rich to the upside, but it came down. It closed down. Okay. All right. So this guy, I think that closed down as well, didn't it? Hold on. I want to be factual here. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's look at that again, guys. Closed down. Oh, that closed up. That actually closed up. We can take this. Sorry, I thought that closed down. All right, let's take it. 1,500. 1,500. Well, we already know the next candle's down, but let's see. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so we're taking some heat here. 187 bucks in heat. Okay, back to bright green. Actually, you didn't lose the bright green. Up confidence arrow. Okay, coming back down, got a little heat here. Green is your second strongest upside data candle, so you're kind of cooling off for a second to the upside. Boom, there you go. Did you hit your profit target before you hit your stop loss? What a crazy candle right here. 1035, why the heck? Look at this thing. This is crazy. Boom, you hit your take profit before you hit your stop loss. So it went up before it came back down. So boom, there's your 1,500 bucks. That's why I like to show this because this, with the replay, just bar by bar, you don't get the nuance because we're on a 5-minute candle. So there's your 1,500 bucks. So we won Monday, we won Tuesday, we won Wednesday. Let's check out Thursday. All right, here's Thursday, market open. Need one more candle. All right, there's your Thursday. Bright green candle, man. But you've been coming down, so this is interesting. I don't know if it's going to pivot into the open or what. Okay, gray candle. This is why we stay out of the open right away, and we do not get into gray candles again. So here, bright green candles. You're back to the upside data. Okay. All right, beautiful, huge moves. Huge moves. But we got to wait for a buy signal. Man, I would have already been in this thing. Especially with the opening range breakout we've been showing you guys. Would have been like that pretty much. So you would have already been in this thing crushing it. But I'm just showing you the power of this one indicator, the Maverick signals. All right, there's our buy signal. And it closed up. So we're getting in. Going for 1,500. Stop loss 1,500. So even if we lose today, we'll be positive for the week. We won Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we'd still take home $3,000 if we, right? Am I wrong? We'd still take home $3,000 if we lost today, because we've won 3 days in a row. So that's $4,500. So if we lost right now, then we would still come out of the 4-day trading week with $3,000. Not bad, not bad. And for those of you with the, if you're trading like a larger prop firm account with end of day drawdown, I mean, this isn't the worst strategy. I don't like a 1-to-1. I don't think it's long-term good for you for, like, you know, profitability, but that's up to you. Not financial advice. Do your own research. All right, here we go. We got a buy signal. We got bright green candles. It closed to the upside. Let's see where this one goes. Taking a little heat, $300. You did come up here. You're probably up like $800, but we closed taking some $300 in heat. Oh my God. Look at this, guys. This is and then it wicked all the way down. You were 72. Oh, you were 50 cents away from hitting your goal. 50 cents away from hitting your goal. Again, I'm going to be so mad if we lost this one. But bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Buy signal, up confidence arrow, up confidence arrow, up confidence arrow, up confidence arrow. Man, you came within 2 ticks, 50 cents. It's crazy. All right. Thank God. Oh my gosh, I would have been so mad. All right, so there you go. How do I pull this up? There's your $1,500. So pretty awesome, guys. We won Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, taking blind signals and just making sure that we have the correct candle type to take that to the upside or take it to the downside. But man, oh man, we won Monday 1,500, Tuesday 1,500, Wednesday 1,500, and now Thursday 1,500. That is 6 G's on the week, doing a 1-to-1 risk to reward and just basing our trades on the candle and the signal. And that's pretty sick. That's pretty, I mean, like, I know I'm a little biased here, but oh my gosh. So if you want edge in the market, if you're looking for that edge, if you're looking for, you know, I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than this, by God. And we're not even putting our Maverick radar on the chart or the Maverick Multi-X. 5 traders all voting across 6 time frames, 5 different style traders giving you their vote. Are they bearish or bullish? I mean, it's like trading in the room with 5 other traders. We don't even have any of those things on our charts. And we just crushed 4 days in a row, taking just the signals combined with our candle type. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than this. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research. There's never any guarantees in the market. But man, these tools, I can't rewrite history, okay? So, hey, come check us out. We would love to help you crush it. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.